Hey guys, meteorologist Doug Heading. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. Of course, we set record highs late last week. Temperatures, they were way up there into the 90s, all the way into the weekend, set a record high. And then a strong cold front came through yesterday, and that dropped our temperatures off quite a bit across the region, which it actually kind of feels like fall. So we're going to discuss that today. We're also going to talk about some changes because we obviously need some rain, which you can see the drought tracker up, and first freeze and frost across the region, which that is right on par of where we should be. Our average first frost for most of Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri is roughly the middle of October. So that's kind of right where we should be for this time of the year. All right, huge shout out to my boys, Superior Roofing and Construction, a four-state premier roofing contractor. Their business has exploded over the past couple years, actually, and they're great guys. Cole, Evan, and Carlos. If you have roofing needs, make sure you keep them in mind. The number is right there on the screen. All right, let's jump into this. Let's see what's going on. So look at the drought tracker. So really, I mean, a good chunk of the country is under a drought. But check this out. Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, really the only good places right now. Jonesboro, Memphis to Pocahontas up toward Cape Girardeau and St. Louis. Everybody else is dry. And in fact, an extreme drought once you get through from Joplin to Veneta, Northwest Arkansas, and then also just west of Oklahoma City. So we need some rain. We don't have a lot of chances this week, but we are going to start to see some changes. All right, freeze warnings in effect. Kansas City, Wichita, Joplin, just north of Tulsa, Northwest Arkansas, over toward St. Louis into Iowa. We're going to get temperatures. This is not tonight. This is for Tuesday night, but temperatures upper 20s to lower 30s. Of course, if you got moms sitting outside or something like that, you may want to bring them in as our temperatures are going to be dropping. Now, it's not going to last long. We'll start to see some changes moving back in, but here's the reason why. Look at this big upper level low across the Great Lakes. So what that is doing is ushering in some cooler air across the area. Now, because we are in a cycling weather pattern, we're fully set into our new pattern now. We are going to have some dry stretches with this pattern, obviously, as you can see. But what this is going to do when we get into the winter months, this will most likely be those polar vortexes, that give us all that Arctic air. So we should have at least two big Arctic snaps as we go into the winter months. So we're going to be keeping our eyes on that. As you can see, look at that huge upper level low, and look at the upper level winds that go way up into Canada, and then they get drawn in with that cooler air. And finally, we're going to start to see some changes, especially early next week with some rain chances. All right, over the next couple days, the winds are going to be kind of strong. We're going to have northeasterly winds, 10 to 20, gusts near 30, maybe even 35, especially once you get into central Oklahoma. The winds will come down a little bit on Wednesday and then start to switch out of the south. And what that will do in return is give us a warming trend as we go through the rest of the week. All right, so let's check out the upper levels of the atmosphere. Look at this big upper level low rotating east. What moves in behind it? Of course, area of high pressure. That gives us a warming trend, but I want you to watch out across the Pacific Northwest. Here's the beginnings of finally something different starting to roll in. We get a cutoff low. Now, in the cycling weather pattern, once we get into the winter months, these aren't going to be cutoff lows, but big areas of low pressure will dig deep into the southwest, and this is going to give us really good chances for good amounts of rain, especially as we get into the winter and even some snow. Now, this time around, you can see this area of low pressure kind of weakening as it pulls out into the central plains, but as it does so, it should give us some rain the second half of this coming weekend into early next week, which, man, we greatly need. I haven't even mowed the yard in like a month and a half. It's crazy out there. All right, let me walk you through time. This evening looks good. By morning, we're going to drop back into upper 30s for overnight lows. Look at our highs tomorrow. 56 in Kansas City, 62 in Wichita, 71 Oak City, Little Rock, down to about or up to about 60 degrees. So we're going to have just fantastic temperatures. On a Wednesday, a little bit warmer. You can see a little bit of a warming trend. I want to go back to Wednesday morning. Let me stop right there. Look at these lows. 29 in Salina, 30 in Dodge City, down to 39 in Tulsa. But look at Joplin, Springfield, West Plains, that's quite a bit of cool air. So that's why we have those freeze warnings that are in effect as we go into Wednesday morning. And then Wednesday afternoon is looking pretty good. So we're going to warm through the 60s, 70s this week and then get back near 80 by the time we head into this weekend. Of course, other videos that I'll do this week will talk a lot more about the cycling weather. I would like it to be wetter weather pattern as we go through the next few weeks, because we can start to kind of figure out what we're going to see as we head into the winter months and, of course, next spring as well. All right, guys, any questions, comments, leave it in the comment section below. I'll be at KOAM News tonight, 5, 6, 9, and 10. So if you're in my local area, you can always get my latest forecast on there, plus the KOAM Plus app on your smart TV. All right, guys, have a great one.